afternoon from Stockholm, Sweden. Today we are here at the Grona Lund amusement park, right in the heart of the city. This is a crazy park. There are rides on top of rides on top of rides. In this video, we're going to show you all around. All the rides, the fun food, the games, the sights, the views, all the other weird and quirky things that can be found here at this very old theme park. Monster, Wild Mouse, Jetliner. I go by the legend. That's my wonderful girlfriend Molly. And this is Grona Lund. And what better place to start the tour than here? At Monster, the park's newest ride, their newest roller coaster, B&M inverted roller coaster, and I loved it.
It was really smooth. Incredibly smooth.
I would say it's probably my favorite ride at the park. Butter smooth, some cool stuff. It's got lights underneath the train, which you never see. And it probably has the best and steepest first drop on any B&M inverted roller coaster. It really twists and dives down there. And then the rest of the layout's just kind of okay, but it's so cool as you're flipping and swerving and helixing over like buildings and midways.
Buildings and everything.
It's really cool. Amazing that they were able to fit this roller coaster in here. You board in a basement, but yeah, this one's definitely one not to miss. The Monster roller coaster also has a very, very pretty station. Twister is Grona Lund's wooden roller coaster, and not the biggest wooden roller coaster you'll ever see, but it is really fun. It's built right here next to the river.
Yeah.
And I feel like it crosses over and under itself about 1,000,000 times.
It's a really smart design.
Yeah, and some of the Gravity Good roller coasters, when they get bigger, they get really rough. This one, except for one turn, was running really, really well. Obviously, capacity on this one not going to be as great, so one you might want to hit a little bit earlier. Vilda is the park's Wild Mouse roller coaster, and it's fantastic.
It's not your traditional layout.
No, it's really long. You go right by the river, you get a great view of like the cruise ships in port.
You go inside a little house?
Yeah.
What?
It's built like on top of the jetliner roller coaster. It's really awesome. Normally I would say like skip a traditional Wild Mouse. Don't skip this one. This one is an absolute blast. And the cars are adorable. This roller coaster is known as Sebastian. It's their family inverted roller coaster. It feels almost identical to the one at Fun Spot Orlando back at home for us.
Yeah.
Very gentle, very fun. We'll say this ride only runs one train, and it's had a long line the entire time. So be careful about that. Right now, if you're coming to Grona Lund, everyone that buys a ticket gets to pick 2 jet passes, which are essentially like fast passes or front of the line passes, but you have to pick a ride and a time. I think if you want to ride Sebastian, that is definitely one I would use a front of the line pass on.
Yeah, the capacity there is not there.
No, and I love that it's like their station is like an old haunted house kind of thing that it goes through at one point. And overall the ride is nice. It's nice and smooth. You go over the dark ride, over the wood coaster. Solid. All right, so I think my favorite part about this ride, it goes around this demon tree spidery figure that shoots off fire. That is cool. This roller coaster here is known as Insane, the park's intimate Zack spin, and it was not good. It's fun until up to there, and then you could be flipping like crazy upside down half the time. I will say the ride was very, very, very wild.
I normally don't like these rides, and I hated them.
Well, I mean, this is definitely worse than a lot of the Joker free spins.
I think it's a lot more free, like, based on weight and everything. So
yeah, it is.
Like, they didn't look like they spun that much. Well, we spun.
Yeah, and there was like portions of the ride where I just held upside down.
Yes.
It was pretty rough. Not my favorite. One thing, you get, if you're sitting looking this way, you get a really, really great view of Stockholm and the water. Eclipse is the tallest ride at Grona Lund, and it is a star flyer. A gentle swing ride, but one that goes like 300-400 feet in the air. And with this one, the view you get of the city, amazing. We just got off this ride, which is named Icarus, and it is pretty terrifying. It's a double-sided drop tower, but when you get to the top, you tilt all the way down.
So kind of like Falcon's Fury and Busch Gardens, Tampa.
Yeah.
But you swing.
At the bottom, yeah.
At the bottom.
You're also held in the more or less parachuting position for longer. Like you're gonna get ready for the tilt right here, and you see all those terrified people.
Yeah, we're little dots.
Yeah. And then you get ready because the drop's gonna come.
And then you swing.
And then you swing. It was fun. It's scary. Great view of Sweden, and you get a good view of the Skansen, which is their big outdoor kind of outdoor park and zoo and that kind of thing. You don't see any animals.
Outdoor museum.
Outdoor museum. And I love the entrance. Like beautiful, beautiful entrance for a ride like that. I love where they put the wave swinger at this park. It's kind of built on a pier, and you go over the river. Like, it is so neat.
I like the design of it.
Oh yeah.
With the women and the trees.
Yeah. You get a great view.
Carrots.
You get a great view of the cruise ships in port too.
Yeah.
This ride's called Pop Expression or something like that. It's an indoor husk breakdance, and I think any of these spinning flat rides are much better when you put them inside.
I also like the music.
Jetline is the park's most classic roller coaster. It is a big old Schwarzkopf roller coaster. You board in what looks like probably like an old-timey diner, like a 50s diner. And it is you don't go in through any loops or anything like that, so it's pretty gentle. A long ride, great first drop. There you can see it's very loud.
And right here, I love how you can just tell everything's built on top of each other.
Yeah,
like
you've got
right here.
Jetline with the wild mouse on top of it. Those two drop towers like right on the other side of it. The Starflyer swings above it. Just a crazy design. Taget is the park's ghost train or haunted house, and it was really cool. A little weird.
It was very weird, not just a little.
Lots of different stuff in there. They had really cool effects, like effects underneath the ride car.
Yeah, that.
Like you rolled over and killed someone. And
yeah, pop up.
There was fire effects in there.
A troll on a toilet.
Yes. And it was a very advanced dark ride for the ride system. You would tilt and like things would poke you. It was very, very cool ride system.
I love the entrance as well.
Oh, the entrance,
very well themed.
The entrance area is fantastic. The ride, it's weird, but I had a blast. It's kind of everything I would look for in a weird European ghost train. Tilt and Freefall are the park's traditional drop towers, but they're not even traditional because Tilt is going to be a stand-up tower that's going to tilt you out a little bit. Freefall is going to be a tower that just drops you sitting down.
It's interesting it's on the same tower.
Yeah. You can see them tilting out now, and then we're going to pan out to get ready for the big drop. And there they go. These rides are pretty fun. Also, I love the entrance. Like that robot is something I wish they would sell like a little like plastic figurine or statue of, so I would totally buy it. This ride is known as Black Fiskin, which, man, in American theme parks means something way different. Here at Grona Lund, it's a lovely, kind of gentle spinning ride located on a pier.
Yeah, I love how
in the water.
Out the pier to add a different ride.
And a very pretty looking ride at that. This next one's something I'm really excited for. We're gonna go in the Lustica House, which is a plastic fun house. Now, I love these kind of things. Molly,
I'm not a fan. I think I'm always going to break an ankle.
I hope I won't.
We'll see.
First stop in the fun house. Some fun moving stairs. Or very steep regular stairs. Got some wacky tilty floors, which kind of terrifies me. I tore a tendon in my foot a couple of years ago on one of these wacky floors. Not at this park, but a different one. Oh man, this is very old-timey. It's a conveyor belt kind of slide that I'm now going down and bumping. No, it's very bumpy.
Very bumpy.
Oh.
Very, very bumpy.
Gonna make our way through the big barber shop pole kind of things. Or candy canes. Oh man. Robot guy, what did you do this? Oh, crazy floor. Oh, I fell
marble floor.
Oh man, that moves a lot. Oh, look at that fun duck. All right, what do we got now? I think can of sardines being very friendly. Next room's pretty wild. Big spinning disc. Whoa, I'm now on the big spinning disc. It's kind of a never-ending mirror with a tiki theme. Big spinning vortex tunnel. Molly, you seem to be afraid of the barrel of fun here. Not surprising, there's a Hall of Mirrors portion. I don't know what this means, but it's this way. Oh, this looks very Tony. Yeah, something like this. I guess at the end there's some sort of a ride. It's got a very interesting safety video. Like this, I don't speak Swedish. But even if I did, I think I might still be confused. I believe you end with some sort of 2 to 3 person slide. And look at how this loads. Oh my goodness. The slide at the end is the cream on top of an already amazing funhouse. It's super fast. The start is terrifying. There's kind of an airtime hill in the middle.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Kind of tilts you down.
I think it's probably been about 6 years since the last time, Molly, you and I bought a souvenir photo.
Yes, and my face is always priceless in each one.
But the funhouse on the slide, they took a souvenir photo.
And we rode together. And then...
Look at these faces. From me, I generally don't know what's going on, slightly scared, to the face of pure terror.
And constipation.
The fun, I mean, it's also a really cool folder and that kind of thing, but that face, had to buy it.
Also, you leaned on me, weirdly.
This flat ride going around, here is the magic carpet. I generally enjoy flat rides like this. They give you that little bit of airtime. And it can be super fun. This one's also kind of pretty. Rock Jet is the park's Himalaya ride, and it's built like on the second level of the park. One of the more unique and I would guess older attractions here at Grona Lund is their Tunnel of Love, a traditional Tunnel of Love dark ride. You go past like miniature characters.
A lot behind glass. Like glass.
Yeah, most of them are like little tiny, like minimalistic animatronics behind glass. A lot of gnomes, some naked gnomes, which is kind of weird. Overall, a ride I think was cool just because it's not something you see nowadays at all. Right now we're looking at Catapulten, which is their S&S shop tower. And
crazy how many drop towers they have at this park.
Yes, this would be the third one.
Yes.
As these people sit here nervously waiting to get launched into the air. Almost, almost. And there they go. One cool thing with this one is it's located right near the water. And if you're sitting this way or this way, you're gonna get some wonderful, wonderful views of Stockholm. In the front section here of Grona Lund, you do have some rides for the little ones, including an old-timey carousel. Do you have a kids roller coaster? Unfortunately, this closed an hour before park closed.
And we didn't know.
And we didn't know, so I'm gonna miss this cred. I mean, also, it's like a 5-foot tall coaster. I'm really not too disappointed in that one.
And there's a lot of cruise ships here, so I feel like we'll be back to the city.
Yeah, it's a wonderful city. I've really enjoyed it. Over here, you got their antique auto ride, which looks adorable. Absolutely adorable.
It's a really pretty section of the park.
Oh, yeah. I will say, if you have little kids, I feel like they don't have tons of rides for little kids.
That is true, yes.
See some of the bigger rides going over there. And this is kind of off on its own section of the park, separated by a bridge. You do have a little bit older of a family roller coaster here, themed to a ladybug. It was kind of fun. It's funner than I thought it would be.
It zips when it starts. Like you have a little.
You got a family drop tower, a very pretty teacup ride.
Yes. I like the lights on the roof.
Yeah, the whole thing is very, very pretty. Then you got two final rides over here. You've got your Dumbo kind of flying elephants ride and an adorable little Ferris wheel. So we just got out of the House of Nightmares, which is their upcharge haunted house. It's a walkthrough, and it's about $5 or 50 crowns, and it was really, really good. Very thematic, and actually it's built by Sally Dark Rides. And a friend of the show, Drew Hunter from Sally, he's in the haunted house in video form. So that I thought that's a lot of fun.
You did enjoy that?
Yeah.
There are scare actors in there?
There are some live actors, but it's a lot of animatronics and a lot of different scenes. So it'll be like zombies, and then it'll be evil dolls. I love the evil dolls scene. Snakes, and spiders. Like there's parts of the sets are like 2 stories tall, and I give it a big thumbs up. Definitely worth the $5. Right now we are in a parking lot, but this is not going to be a parking lot for long. This is going to be a big expansion for Grona Lund in 2024, complete with a new roller coaster, the biggest roller coaster in the park. And it's been something they've been trying to do for years. I believe they're all permitted and okay for it now. And it's a very, very small park, so having this much more land, I'm sure they're going to put a ton of stuff in there. So right now Grona Lund is doing time tickets. So you either buy a morning ticket from 10 to 3:30 or an evening ticket from 4:30 to 10 p.m. And it gets pretty crowded. Like this is still a half an hour before the park opens today, and there is quite the line. Grona Lund is famous for concerts, and not only concerts, like concerts that are included with your admission, and big name concerts. Like we're here on July 11th. Tomorrow, John Legend's gonna be here.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, they had Dua Lipa, Korn, My Chemical Romance. Now I can't imagine.
Ew, it has to be very crowded.
Yeah.
Hold that many people, I feel like.
But you know, if you happen to be in town and if there's an actor playing that you like, man, this would be a good spot to see him for not a lot of money. There's a small child bumper car attraction. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but it's adorable. Like, look at the doors to get into and out of. And I love the design of like the buildings, like that kind of cartooniness. It is really, really cool. It is time for us to have dinner here at Grona Lund. And I think we're going to do so right here at the beer garden located underneath the Monster roller coaster. The restaurant is really, really pretty. This opened back in 2021, so not too old, as they built like Monster right on top of it. And the favorite part is why I wanted to eat here. They have giant beers. You get your traditional 1 liter giant German beer. It's not cheap though, they're about $20 each. And the menu a little bit on the pricey side. Definitely on the Swedish side, as they didn't have an American menu or English menu. But all your traditional German food. And everything I've seen come out looks really good. The food has been served and it looks really good. Molly got some bratwurst and fries. And I got this fancy pretzel with I think prosciutto. Look at that. One thing I would recommend highly, the pretzel with the prosciutto, delicious. Also, it's about 55 crowns, which is about $5.50 American dollars.
Really good.
Like, that is an insane theme park snack for that kind of price. And you can enjoy a giant beer with it. There are a ton of Midway games here at Grona Lund. A lot of them are kind of inexpensive, and they're just nuts. Like, you can win these giant boxes of candy. And I've seen people wander around the park with them, and it's just hilarious. Like, anytime I see somebody wandering around the park with a giant candy bar, it makes me so happy. They've also got the can game. I have not seen this in like 20 years.
You said you have to play.
I think we have to play.
Wait, wow. I'm not good at this at all. I can't do I can't get one.
One thing I love in the queues here at Grona Lund is that while you're in line for the roller coaster, they'll have posters posters for like other famous roller coasters of a similar type. We're in line for the Wild Mouse right now.
You say Lakeside is a famous roller coaster?
It was one of, yeah, I've been on a lot of roller coasters. That one I thought might have killed me. And we've been on, we've both been on the one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach back when that was a thing. Been on the one at Lakeside. Never done that one, that's an October one. There is a safety video in the queue for Monster, and it's like done in a cartoon style. It is absolutely wonderful. I mean, come on, look at that. That is also great. I have no idea what's happening here.
You don't want to ride, so it's nice.
Untapped. Also, speaking of Midway Games, they have an old-timey kind of ring the bell strongman game, and it's got to be like 30 feet tall. That's wild. Oh, okay, this guy's gonna go. This guy's going. He's picking up the giant mallet. Looks very hard. In the exit of the Wild Mouse, there's not a gift shop, there's a candy shop. And for 69 crowns, you can get one of these, which is like a famous rotating sign they have around the park, outside the park. And you can fill it up with candy. Also, wacky ceiling, look at that.
Oh yeah, it's like Willy Wonka.
From what I've seen, the most chill bar in the park is Grant's Tree Bar. Named because there is a tree, and you can see it growing right in the middle of the bar. Now, Grant's is a brand of blended Scotch whiskey that I've never heard of, so I had to get a little bit of that on the rocks. That was all I was gonna get until I saw this.
A mini beer shot.
It's a mini beer shot, so it's liquor 43 and then some cream on top. But it just looks adorable. Very similar to an idea of like a baby Guinness shot, but much different ingredients. And there was another bar over by Monster, but it was continuous screaming every so often. If you're looking to chill and relax here at Grona Lund, this is a good spot. One thing I love in the bridge between the two sections of Grona Lund, they have a salute to both the rides in the history of Grona Lund, as well as some of the more famous musical and entertainment acts that have played here.
He is currently playing boom ball, which is shoot balls and try to get them inside. Oh, then you got it 50. You do have to get, I think, 150 points to win a prize. So it's very, very difficult. Oh, that was really close. Also very close. 50.
I'm shooting straight, but every time it's just very hard.
It does look very
240,
difficult.
not terrible.
No, not too terrible.
And the prices are so cool. They're little Street Fighters.
Yeah, that's the reason why you played.
I wanted to win an E-Honda. And that'll do it for our time here at Grona Lund. I had an absolute blast here. I really enjoyed this park. It's a very pretty park. They pack rides on top of rides on top of rides.
It's very impressive.
So it's like just kind of fun to walk around from a design standpoint. There is wacky food and fun games everywhere. And just walking around the park, it's very pretty. Like there's no ugly sections to it. And some of them you get the beautiful sections that you're just in the middle of Stockholm. So the view on some of these rides is amazing. Some things I didn't like so much. Right now it's only, like we're here in the middle of summer and you either get to go from 10:30 to 3:30 or 10 to 3:30 or 4:30 to 10. And it's a pretty big park and a pretty busy park, and it's very difficult to see it all in 5.5 hours. And then if you want to take breaks, like there's really fun bars and restaurants.
Yeah, we took about a 40-minute break, and in that 40 minutes we might have done one more ride.
Yeah, but I got on a lot of rides, and it's not a cheap park either. Like $50 for a half day is a lot of money.
You definitely won't be able to get every single ride if you're looking for flat rides and coasters.
Yeah, but The park's really fun.
Very, very pretty.
Very unique.
Very impressive.
My favorite part, easily, the fun house.
Yeah, you really like that.
I've been on a lot of rides like Monster House, probably my favorite roller coaster.
That was mine. That was probably my
But
favorite.
my favorite thing of this park is that fun house. That was a blast.
I also like the dark ride. That was very unique with the characters popping out.
Oh yeah, that was pretty wild. And then the haunted house as well with Drew Hunter from Sally Dark Rides.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you very much for watching this video on Grona Lund. You got any Grona Lund questions for me? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.